gentlemen, please welcome Nick Johnston.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I can't believe how many people are here the first morning of NAMM at noon. That's amazing. So round of applause to everybody for coming in. So my name's Nick Johnston. I've come from the far and exotic land of Canada to play guitar here today. Pretty exciting for me. I have this new model coming out with Schecter. This is the NJ traditional, the Nick Johnston traditional. And I believe, I could be wrong and I might get flack for this, I think I'm the first ever custom shop artist with Schecter. Yes. So that's pretty damn cool. Right? Yeah. So I'm just going to play this for about half an hour or so and play some tunes and answer questions, and we'll all become best friends, and we can hang out later and talk guitar. So I'm just going to play for a bit and see what happens. Something like that. Very cool. So, just real quick, any questions you guys can think of right off the bat about this guitar you're interested in, or anything at all? Doesn't even have to be about guitar, it can be about playing, or anything about Canada, about what I ate for breakfast, anything. No hands up, nothing? Okay, well I guess I'll...
you don't have a trem arm in that, but that's a trem
yeah,
piece.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, it's over... The guitar's up on the wall over there.
Yeah.
If you want to go and play it and check it out and mess around with it.
What's it map for?
Put it a tune and everything.
Is that info out?
I think. Well, the pricing's over on. I don't want to say 100%. I could get it way off and then screw Schecter out of a lot of money.
Pocket the difference.
Exactly. All right, so I'm gonna play some music then. actually want to play really, really fast all the time. So yeah, hey man. Any questions about anything, guys? Anything? Yes, sir. My favorite guitar player? It's always really been Jeff Beck. I play nothing like Jeff Beck. I'm sure you noticed that. I love Jeff Beck. Yeah, and Eddie Van Halen and Stevie Ray Vaughan and Yngwie. Yeah.
What do you think of Robert Brown?
Exactly. Yeah. Of course. All amazing. Yeah. Anything else? That's good. Yes, sir.
You got a similar one of those with the rosewood neck on it. Is there any reason that you went with the maple neck over the rosewood for the actual signature?
Oh, the surf one that I had. The surf, that was a Wenge neck.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no, sorry. That was kind of it was a bit of an experiment. I kind of said, do you want to just do a unique combination for a guitar? And I've been playing guitar for 14 years, and for all 14 of those years, it's been basically alder body with this exact setup, maple with rosewood. So you just get so used to something that the second you try something different, even if it's just a different type of wood, the grain on it, it felt softer, even though it shouldn't have. It's a hardwood. Just the shape of it, and honestly, looking down and not seeing this color combination kind of messes with your head a little bit. Like, if you've played with a rosewood board for a long time, then you play a maple. Like, I don't know if you guys have experienced it. You look down and something with the neck feels smaller, and you bend, it feels different. And I think guitar is very, it's very psychological. So that's part of the reason. Plus, it's just more comfortable and more reliable, especially when traveling. The wood's really stable, and being from Canada, actually the action's way lower on this guitar now than usual, just because of the climate change. So, all those reasons.
Okay, cool.
Good enough answer.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
So what effect do you have going through? I mean, you're,
Nothing. This is just right into the amp. Yeah, I mean, when you do these kind of things like the trade shows and the guitar clinics, when you're not at home, it's kind of scary sometimes because you don't know what you're going to get. I was just in China, and it was like from night to night. Sometimes you get a solid state Marshall amp, or you get an orange amp where two of the tubes are like dying, and there's no pedals and stuff. You just kind of go and shoot for the stars, and sometimes you shit the bed. But but it's exciting, and it keeps you fresh and on your toes. So yeah, this is just straight into the amp. It's a cool sounding amp. Really, a lot more distortion than I would normally use. But it's cool. Yeah, it sounds really good. Cool. Anybody else? Questions? Concerns? No. Yes, sir.
How's your guitar different from a traditional Strat?
I'm glad you asked that. That was the question I was hoping people would. So it looks obviously very similar. I'll just kind of talk about what this guitar is and how it evolved a little bit. So for about a year or so, I've been using the traditional, just the straight Schecter traditional custom shop guitar. And I've been using another brand's S-type guitar for many years. I'm sure if anyone has been following me, you know what that guitar is. And about a year ago, Keith Merrow, do you guys know who Keith is? Of course you do. Everyone knows who Keith. Yeah, really. And he kind of got in touch with Schecter on my behalf, and he talked me up, and which was kind of good and bad. And they sent me a guitar to try out, and I'd been using my other guitar for 5-6 years at that point, exclusively. It was the only guitar I ever used. The second I played the black guitar, it was just like one note, okay, that's it. And basically we were kind of talking about doing a signature model to kind of, do something cool with Schecter's S-type guitar. So for about a year or so I played the black version of this, which was kind of like the prototype, so to speak. And the difference is it's got a much flatter, it's a 14-inch radius. So I think I've been using mainly 9.5, 10-inch radius. So this took a little while to get used to. Some of the more technical licks took me a while to be able to get those reaches down. Like if I was doing something like this. Hey, this is not making noise. Technical difficulties. We're getting there. I love how you're like filming the best part right now. sir.
Plug into there with that good strap. This thing's smoking, something just burnt in here. You're so bad.
I know, I just destroyed the amp. I'm so rock and roll.
And you were just talking. That's even more impressive.
Final tap.
That's right, it's fun. Yeah. Like I mean, wood-wise, it's the same. It's really the neck. It's a much flatter, it's a much wider neck and much flatter neck. It's just more room for bending. It's a little bit more comfortable. It's for me, for what I do, the way I play guitar. This is kind of the optimal version of that guitar. Sometimes it's a little bit limiting with just the size of the neck or the radius. This is just perfect for that stuff. Yeah. But still, you know, they are unforgiving guitars, and they make you. One day you can sound awesome, another day you just sound terrible. That's the beauty of guitar. You always have to fight it. How we doing, fellas?
Yep, we're getting that one hooked up. Here, try to emulate what he has over here.
My signature settings.
Gain is on 3. Volume is on 3. Bass is 2 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You are in standard tuning? The tuning is standard tuning?
Yeah. Oh, half step. Half step down. E flat.
And the trebles almost all. I give you the name of a new tune, Fire Extinguisher.
Yeah, I used to play that. They're awesome, man.
Now we're back. Thanks for sticking around.
Are you active fitness or are you
Passive. Sounded like me. Through a phone. Hey, we're back.
Better?
Yes, that is good. The gentleman who asked that question is long gone. So let's do. Anybody else? No. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna keep playing some music here.
Before it burns up.
Before it burns out. All right, I'm gonna get a ballad here going. I don't want to see you crying out there. Here we go.
Mike's in around.
So yeah, any last questions before we wrap up for the day? I'm assuming each of you are gonna buy like 2 or 3 of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get them on the way out, yeah.
On the way, exactly. Any last questions? Yes,
There's
sir.
any possibility that that guitars came like left-handed?
That's a fantastic question.
Left-handed question. I don't think right now there is, but we are working on doing some more.
We are working on it. Not we, they are. I'm just saying we are. Anybody else? Yes, sir. I like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
That's very cool.
Awesome band.
Zelda meets awesome band. Sure, love it. Yeah.
So my question is, how big of a role does improvising play in your like typical live performance?
Well, I mean, you could see that I was trying not to mess up, but it didn't quite pan out the way I wanted. Yeah, I mean, you just go for it, right? Like 100% of the time, except for the melody.
Right.
You just, I mean, I like.
Is it nice being able to do that? 'Cause I can't do that at all.
Well, a big part of it too is like the songs you write.
Yeah.
Like I leave myself a lot of room. I don't like Tosin with Animals Leaders, for example. Like a band like that where it's instrumental, you can't really improvise in a setting like that where the chord progressions or the time signatures or just the instrumentation. Like you can't. With this, I mean, that chord progression I'm playing over there. It's like what am I doing there? It's G. And that's, it's like, it's fun to play with. It's actually like I enjoy getting to that part of the song where it's like, now I can just see what happens and especially over, like, if I play an E minor chord, I'm aware over that I can play like, I can make it sound like Dorian, or I could do melodic minor or frigid, harmonic minor. Whatever, you can do all sorts of stuff over it. So I leave myself the room. to do that. In fact, most of my music, like the chords I'm using, they're just basic major minor chords, so I can apply whatever I want. Yeah. So yeah. Anybody else before I step down off the stage? Yes, sir.
How do we follow you?
Nick Johnston. If you type it into Google, there'll be all sorts of stuff that comes up, like Facebook, YouTube, nickjohnstonmusic.com.
Artist page.
I can write something down on your arm or on. That's right. Yeah, so all sorts of places. Yeah, the internet, scary place, scary and wonderful.
Find you on our Schecter guitar page.
Find me on the Schecter guitar page. Exactly. Or you can buy one of my guitars and you'll never forget me. Yeah? Okay, maybe not.
Is your guitar endorsed by the
Sorry? What's that?
Is the guitar actually endorsed with Nick Johnston on the...
Yeah, it's my scribbling thing is on the back here. Oh yeah, that's a cool thing too. It's my logo and my signature. Oh, boy, that's so cool. And custom color, atomic silver. Yes, indeed. So actually, on the rack over there, if you guys want to check one out, you can go and mess a bit on it. I think. Anyways. Yeah. That was easy, right? You just had to ask. No problem. Sure, I'll play one more. Is that okay? Play one more? One clap, I'll take it. But which one? That's the question. Alright, here we go.
He ain't better.
thank you guys so much for coming by. I'm gonna be back tomorrow around same time, so see you then. And don't get too drunk tonight.
Sounded